It might help if I drop that first. It's official. It's official. G&T Sports Talk on our own YouTube channel. Guys, let the fun begin. One more time, we are back. Episode 27. What a good time to be a sports fan. Yeah, Tone. 27, bro. Now let's.
It's levels to this.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Like when we was thinking about having a channel, like a year ago, when it comes to our sports talk. I mean, it was a year ago, pretty much, when we were just kind of like thinking about it and talking it up. And now we're going into Super Bowl week officially. And when we started, it was right before preseason. So we actually went through a whole entire season of something together as a crew. So, hey, look, where's the cheering button, Kev? Hit me with the cheering button. Hit me with the cheering button. There we go. Congrats to us when it comes to, being here that long. But hey, this is just the beginning for us. So before I go ahead and get real happy for where we actually are at right now, let me go ahead and introduce my boys. Starting right there to my right, probably everybody else's left. I don't know how it looks like to y'all guys. Kev.
What's going on? I mean, yeah, new chapter. Finally live on our own channel. I feel like The Rock. I'll be like, finally, G&T Sports has come back home.
Joel.
Yeah, man. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Joel here, normally known as Bird Gang, but I had to switch up today. R.I.P. Kobe. 2824. We'll get into that topic, but just to touch on what Larry said, just want to thank everybody for tuning in. And listen, man, I've been getting pulled aside or messages and people actually following us. So I just want to thank all the supporters out there, and we're gonna keep this thing growing. And I'm gonna turn it over to my guy. You already know who he is.
Tone, the promoter.
What's going on, GNC world? Thank y'all for tuning in for another one. Just like they said, this is our first time on our own channel. Mama, I made it. I made it. But just like you said, or just like when Larry opened up, man, and said that this is episode 27 though. Episode 27. Right. And even though it's the first time on our own live channel, this is episode 27. Like you said, a year ago, this plant was planted, or the seed was planted, you know what I mean? And it has blossomed into this episode 27 tree. Like they said, it's gonna do nothing but keep on growing. We here to stay. We putting that foot in the ground, 10 toes down. We going, man. We salute. And we salute all other podcasts out there who doing their thing, man. Much love to, everybody who got a platform out there, who using their voice to put out, good things, man. Shouts out to all of y'all out there. So just buckle up, man. Sit back for this great episode we got for y'all, man. We here. Let's get it.
My man. Look, and we have a lot to discuss this week. It's funny because we had so much juggling this week when it comes to topics. So we had to kind of like narrow it down, or we was going to be on this camera talking to each other for like hours. We're not going to do that. We ain't going to let y'all suffer through hours, and we got to get to bed. We got to work in the morning. But besides that, we went ahead and just narrowed it down to the essential things that happened, especially today. NBA trade line deadline was today. And we have a lot of movement that happened. Let's get into it, guys. Joel, I know you're prepared to give us all the information when it comes to all the moves that happen. Please break it down for us.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of trades that went down today, and I mean, we really just had, I mean, just a exciting day out of the gate. I mean, probably the biggest move, obviously, since we the local side. I mean, we actually got someone that we've been targeting for a long time here in Philadelphia, with us getting Buddy Hield. But surprisingly, I mean, probably the biggest shocker, us moving on from Patrick Beverly. I mean, everyone was a little shocked by that. But a lot of trades. I mean, I think probably the one that stood out the most was the New York Knicks actually making moves and getting Alec Burks back, and Bogdanovich over there. But I mean, a lot of different moves. I think those were probably the more kind of ones that stood out. But I mean, we could dive into it and talk it over. I mean, it kind of sucks seeing one of our own from Philly's own Marcus Morris leave as well, with that trade where they actually got Buddy Hield. But I mean, we could go team by team if you guys like. I mean, but those three teams were the ones that actually did uh did make a move where it was, I feel like it was significant. And then we just had some other moves that were kind of like head scratching, just to say the least.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tone, go ahead and break that down. Let's look at it from the point of view of a Sixers fan, because all of us here are actually Sixers fans. So, Tone, look at it. Let's go ahead and go from that perspective. As a Sixers fan, what do you think about all the moves that happened today?
All right, so I'll keep it on the trade talk, because what I want to do is obviously what we're going to get into is talking about number 21. But on the move side of things, I still, I did want us to go out and make some moves still, even though, with the injury to Embiid, I still wanted to better this team, get a little bit better for the playoffs, so to say. If that's still even something that we can, I guess, keep our eye on. But I'm not so sure, man, because you trade away, a heart and soul guy, wear it all on his sleeve type of guy, man, a leader, veteran leader, man. You trade him away, and you don't get that back in return. You get a dancing machine, kind of a guy. I seen him dancing with Westbrook whenever he was teammates with him. They was the Bopsy twins. I don't know what that guy's gonna bring to the table, and then for it to then I think turn into wanting Kyle Lowry. I think we're a little bit 4 years too late on that. Um, I don't like the move. I don't like that move for the team. It doesn't better us like right now. With the injury to Embiid, I thought if we were going to make any kind of move, it would be for one of the juggernauts that we said we were going to, get, or maybe try to if Embiid was healthy. And I'm talking about like just maybe even DeMar DeRozan. I'm not sure what he was what price tag he was bringing, as far as being dealt, but I don't see the Sixers getting better with the moves that they made. I mean, yeah, we needed a shooter, but we still need some other things and some other pieces, I think, to help this team even make the playoffs. I mean, they say Embiid is going to be just reevaluated in 4 weeks. That don't even mean that he's going to be ready to play in those 4 weeks. And we're currently 4-13 without him. So that's not trending to make any kind of playoff, team to me, because they're right there in the balance of fifth place right now. So that could turn into ninth, 10th very fast and very quick. So who knows where we even going to be? Who even knows if Embiid is going to come back this year because of that, because of how far we may fall in the ranks. With a brutal schedule coming up, and just like Joel said, man, the Knicks, man, I think they were trending. They were already trending on the upward, up and up with their level of play that they were just been playing the last couple of weeks. And now that they have bettered their squad, now they got two teams. They got a first team and a second team. They're gonna be a tough out, man. They're gonna be a
Yeah,
tough out. I think they really equipped themselves to be better than us. Be better than Milwaukee right now, I would say, especially with Doc Rivers as their coach. So it's gonna be right now is New York and Boston, man, and that's just it as far as in the East. I'm surprised the Lakers ain't make no moves. That's what I'm a
yeah.
little bit surprised about. Speaking of with that filth that's behind Joel's head, but yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they didn't make any moves.
Me too. And I was expecting them to go ahead and make a move, since that's what like if you listen to ESPN or Fox or whatever, that's all they kept saying. Like, yeah, the Lakers going to make a move. Wait till you see what they're going to do. They're going to boost up the whole entire team. The bench going to get better. But it's like y'all have no assets to move at all. So
You
how
know
you
what?
going to make all
That
these moves?
asset was D'Angelo Russell, but he started playing well.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would have. I ain't gonna say it would have looked, stupid for them to trade him, but he started playing very well. Like he was playing like what they wanted him to play like when they traded for him, last season. Um, so that was kind of hard for them. But then, I mean, I don't know if they think the team that they have right now is the team that can go through the West, and I don't think so. But who am I?
Nah, I don't see it. Now, when it comes to the point of view of the Sixers, I'm glad that Buddy Hield is finally here. Like Joel said, that they was talking about the option or them trying to get Buddy Hield literally for years. This is probably like the third year straight where Buddy Hield kept coming up as a trade prospect for the Sixers. I mean, 3 straight years, either off season or trade deadline. It was Buddy Hield, Buddy Hield, Buddy Hield. So finally, they finally got him. So now that he's here, is he a mover when it comes to the bracket? Is he a mover when it comes to position getting to the playoffs? I don't know. And I really don't see that why we did the other moves as well. In my opinion, we strengthened the Bucks by sending Beverly over there. I don't understand that move. I don't get it.
To me, it's about Kyle Lowry, because think about it. If we sign Kyle Lowry, who's a Nick Nurse guy,
Mm-hmm.
they figure they gonna play him, and they wouldn't have been able to play him and Pat Bev, and he wouldn't have been able to not play Kyle Lowry, because like I say, he's a Nick Nurse guy, and he probably wouldn't have wanted the Pat Bev show on the sidelines of not getting played either. Not saying that he causes any rifts, but it could have been just maybe an interview he could have gave here and there. Look, he has a platform and a podcast, which he aired out on Daryl Morey too. He's starting to show his colors, man. I don't know what's up with this guy, lying to people and not being straight up. You know what I mean? Just
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's all about 21, man. That's what it really boils down to, man. With any of the moves that we made, the Buddy Hill move looks great if he's healthy, if 21's out on the floor healthy, and yeah, we saying yes, we finally got the guy to go with him. So when Embiid's double, triple, you kicking it out for a short three. But with him now, he's just going to look like a pedestrian, because everybody, they're going to guard him. Like, there's no, what I mean? There's no reason to leave him now and go double anybody in the post, because Sixers don't have that right now. So
Mm-hmm.
the move ain't going to look so good right now. Like I said, because it's all about 21. So I would have liked us to get a star if we would have traded for somebody, at least in the absence of Embiid, keeping us afloat. I really believe that this season is a wash, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, in conversation, and no, you know what? I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there yet, because that's a deep conversation I don't want us to go to. So hold on to that one to the later on in the season. We see how far Embiid actually gets when it comes to his health, how long it's going to be until he comes back. So I'm not going to put that out there yet. But I will say this: did y'all guys find it bizarre to trade Pat Bev, trade Springer to the Celtics, trade House, and almost everybody is all for well, Pat Bev was for Payne, but everybody else for second round draft picks.
And you trade 3 of them for Buddy.
Yeah, gave away 3 second rounds for Buddy. Yeah.
So,
Right.
so by the end of the day, we still have one. Like we got 2 back.
You got one.
We got one. Yeah, woo. Yeah.
No, I think they was really trying to make a conscious effort on clearing a lot of cap space for whatever reason and getting rid of that stuff. But I mean, maybe they got some knowledge of Joel possibly not coming back as sooner than we think. And I think they were just aligning themselves up a little bit better, with someone that knows Nick Nurse's system with Kyle Lowry and stuff like that. And, maybe him showing these guys, how to run the floor and stuff like that with his system or something to that effect. But I was more shocked that we didn't get a big man like Andre Drummond or someone like that in the absence of Joel Embiid. That to me right there was kind of like the most bizarre thing as far as like, man, we obviously down a big man and, behind him. And then you get rid of, Marcus Morris is not a big man, but, he could have filled in that role in the absence. So getting rid of him, he ended up actually going to the Spurs. But that one didn't make sense. As soon as I saw those moves happen, I'm like, we got to get Andre Drummond back or somebody, and then a sneaky move that they did as well. The Mavericks ended up with the guy Gafford from Washington.
Mm-hmm.
That was a sneaky move, and they upgraded. So, like, you see all the contenders that were out there. The Knicks made significant moves, and then we're supposed to be in the mix, but we're trading with these 2 teams, in our conference with the Bucks and Boston. So it was kind of a little head scratching. We did get the shooter, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. And I know, again, they were creating cap space, with making these moves and acquiring these second round picks that they obviously gave away to get him. But they probably got some inside knowledge with the buyout contracts and stuff like that. That's the only thing that I think that could obviously save it now. But to me, it was a disappointment.
Yeah, we wanted so much more. I think that's what it was. As a fan, if you would told me like, yeah, we would have gotten DeRozan and Buddy Hield. Now, granted, it could have been overkill. Like no way in the world you're gonna get all that, Larry. But man, that would have felt good at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Now, where all these people is going to go ahead and play, I have no idea. But all I know is that you got rid of the young boy Springer. That if he don't do anything, he plays defense tough. And then you got rid of Morris, which once again, he plays tough defense. So you got rid of 2 guys that dedicated themselves on that end of the floor. For Buddy Hield, for example, great offensive player, can shoot you back into a game, but defensively, he's a liability. Now, I'm hoping that he will step up his game when it comes to defense because of just the team that he's on. But it's not like he's going to burn down the house when it comes to his defense. Same thing with campaign. There's not a defensive measure for any of those guys. They're more of a liability than anything else. But Pat Bev, defense. Morris, defense. Springer, defense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Right. The other guy that got moved too, Robin Lopez, like you were already dealing with the Bucks and you sent them Patrick Beverly. You needed a big man, and they moved him to the Kings for cash considerations. They didn't even give.
I heard he's gonna get released though.
Right. So I'm thinking that's probably the route that they're choosing to go. Because I know Detroit was handcuffed with, strapped with cash. so they had to release some players and stuff like that. But some of these moves just didn't make any sense, man. But I am happy that Furkan Korkmaz is not here anymore. that was one that I was like, man, they finally got him out of here on a I guess a throw-in in that trade. But I mean, some of the moves were just like kind of head scratching, and then you see like these little gradual moves that the Mavs even got PJ Washington as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They let Grant Williams go and Seth Curry for them and a first round pick to get PJ Washington, and they also got the dude Gafford as well. But the Nets trade, the Raptors did a couple moves too that I was like, man, like I don't see him as a competitor, and they were trading people left and right from the beginning, but they got Spencer Dinwiddie for Schroeder and Young. They went to the Nets. And then you got a couple other ones like I said, that were just head scratching. And then Boston actually got Xavier Tillman a few days ago before today. Yeah, before the deadline. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just hoping there's more to come. But in the buyout market, I just think you could just get some key bench players, not knowing that's going to make a significant impact, on the team. So,
well, Lopez can make a difference. I
think Dinwiddie going to get released too.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Dinwiddie, but they said the Lakers looking at him.
Right. But I mean, hey, if that's what their plan is, they better grab all the top tier guys that are on this buyout, because I mean, that's the only thing that could pretty much, make us a competitor and everybody getting well. Kyle Lowry, yep. There it is. He got Kyle Lowry.
If the Sixers, if the Morey got Buddy Hield, Kyle Lowry, and campaign in 2020 and 2021.
Is that championship you're saying?
Yep.
Wow.
Okay.
That's okay.
Hold on, that's a whole lot of faith. What? It say he doing what?
That's Embiid holding a championship trophy.
They're saying he would have won a championship if the Sixers got Kyle Lowry, Buddy, and campaign in 2020.
For who? Ben Simmons?
But yeah, that was what, 4 years ago?
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess it would have been for Ben Simmons.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, that ain't gonna work now. What more he trying to give it to him now? And he not even out there. So what was?
Oh man. So, oof.
Daryl Moron. That's his new name, Daryl Moron.
Now,
man, it was so many names out there too. Like, I was surprised that a lot of the people named that were out there, they just stood put. They didn't get moved. You had Murray, name was out there. You had Brogdon, name was out there. A lot of people that were projected to move out. You had Kuzma's name out there.
Yeah.
Bridges came out and said he was going to veto any trade anyway.
But it definitely ain't going. Yeah, I don't know. He must have just want to stay in Charlotte because
right.
He even said that after the season, he's gonna probably sign back with them. So he loved it there, I guess.
Yeah. He ain't gonna win, but
he's
happy.
Right. At least you want to. That's what happens. You got a happy player playing in the city. He want to play and he might do well for. Yeah, he had 45 up a night too, didn't he? He was
yep. Man.
Yo, so here's some of the buyout names that's out there. Now, here's where it becomes fun. Actually becomes interesting. They saying number 10. I just bring this up because I'm looking at it. It's Marcus Morris. So they saying that we trade him, and he's considered a possibility of being bought out. So it could be very possible, right? Huh?
Who?
He's with the Spurs right now. He ended up at the Spurs.
He ended up with the Spurs, so the Spurs might buy him out.
Right.
So he probably hasn't even left Philly then. He said, just stay right here.
Yeah, stay right here. You coming back over here,
bro.
bro.
Don't listen to the news. Shh, don't listen. You'll be back.
Yeah, like we know what the deal is. You'll be back.
You'll be all right.
Robin Lopez is on the list. Let's see.
It has to be. It has to be because I mean, even right now, we lost more players obviously than we received. So there's a lot of vacant spots right now on the team. So there's moves to come. I mean, obviously, probably the no-brainer one is Lowry, and whoever else they're planning on. But
so
Tone doesn't like that.
We mortgaged all that for Kyle Lowry, man. Stop it, man.
Yeah, it got me more. So here's the top names, just so you guys can kind of see what I see right now. Spencer Dinwiddie, Davis Bertans, Kyle Lowry, Corey Joseph, Joel's favorite Courtmonts. I'm gonna skip him. Who cares? Seth Curry, Joe Harris, Evan Fournier. Yeah, Fournier. Marcus Morris, Daniel House. He's not coming back. Killian Harris, Thaddeus Young. The one that now interests me is Robin Lopez. And the Partridge in the Pear Tree. That's the top ones.
Yeah, well, a lot of them play for the Nets, though. Half the names play for the Nets.
Yo, I would if I could get two of those players. But I know they said Dinwiddie might take the money. With the Lakers gave him the most money, and then it's like 8 teams that can't sign him because of a new CBA rule, and like I know Bucks and Boston was one of the two. So. But
that helps us.
If I was to get two of those players, I would want Dinwiddie and Robin Lopez. Right now.
Yeah.
So get Kyle Lowry
instead of Lowry.
Or even over Kyle Lowry, I think I would take Seth Curry, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he didn't want to leave in the first place.
And if we can't get Robin Lopez to see the ball, Bertans, he's not a big man, but he's tall. And he could shoot.
He was with Washington, right?
Yeah, before. But I don't know if he was with them this year though. I think he was with somebody.
No, he was somewhere else, but I know he played for Washington at some point.
Right.
Yeah.
He was with OKC
this year.
Yeah, he was at OKC and he got sent over to Charlotte.
Okay.
For Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, that was a weird.
That was another name, but that was another name that they said referred to with us. I really believe, man. I'm telling you, I think that the injury to Embiid really, really hampered us from, I think, going all in per se on a major deal because I don't think they don't get rid of Pat Bev. You know what I mean? I think Embiid is there. Because why get rid of? I just don't. That move don't make no sense, man.
Now it's they say that you judge the team by the trade deadline like a week or so afterwards to see what else happens. We really got to see what else happens because there got to be more to it, man. I don't know. Look, I'm happy we got Buddy Hield though. At least we got a sniper. Now, if we can get this sniper open, it's a whole different conversation. But we have a sniper now. And how many more years he has left on his contract? Do y'all know?
No.
He's a free agent after basically right. That was the whole twist to the trade. They gave up a lot of assets to get him.
Yeah, for somebody who might not even
he's on a rental deal and you don't know if you're gonna be able to sign him or not.
Great.
And that other, the Kelly Olynyk thing, and he ends up like that's what I was saying. Like with the Raptors, they started acquiring all these people after they traded, like in the beginning of the year.
Other people, right?
Yeah, now they're trying to grab all these people. So I don't even know what the hell they were doing, but they ended up grabbing a couple people. They was giving them first round picks and everything for it. They gave the 2024 first round pick to get Olynyk.
Dang.
Yeah, so
Damn.
Yeah, I'm looking at that one didn't make any sense to me. I'm like, they got him, and then they ended up
He worth a first rounder?
Yeah. And then they went and traded for Dinwiddie. But they got rid of Schroeder and Thaddeus Young. So I don't know if, like Dinwiddie's supposed to be a buyout. I guess they just did it for that. But why would you give him a first round for Olynyk? And
Right.
it was just weird just to see them making moves, and they're not considered a team that's in the mix.
Right. What are you not doing it like it's putting you over the hump? Like, I don't know, man. Yeah, this whole day today was kind of crazy as far as the deals, man. But number 21, man, he does it for us, man. So that's what it is with me.
I think we was all expecting so much more, especially the NBA. Like the NBA is always like, we're shooting, we're dropping everybody being traded, the whole entire roster being moved. And it was just like this year. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you guys want to jump into it with the everyone talking about trading Embiid?
See, that's the thing I wanted to hold on to. That when I said like, yeah, like I don't think I want to.
We on the trade.
I want to have that conversation yet, but
wait till the end of the year.
I mean,
he said no.
You can tell Joe. I was like, no, but I mean,
only. I mean, I'll give you guys my perspective on it because it kind of bugs me, honestly. That I mean, you listen to sports radio, you listen to all these social media platforms and stuff like that, and it's just mind-boggling to me that you have an MVP last year. MVP this year until he got hurt, and everyone's like pressing the panic button and talking about trading this man, and it's just like I'm like, yo, like all right, first off, who's gonna give you an attractive trade package for this man, and you're not gonna like feel like you got slighted,
robbed,
which ain't gonna happen. So that's the first thing. And then the other thing is like, all right, so who's untradeable in the league right now? Like you guys would say. Like throw names out there. Like Luka, like a franchise player that you wouldn't trade.
I would say this. I would say this. Nobody's not untradeable. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's not untradeable. It was just like they probably wouldn't get players who probably wouldn't get traded. You know what I'm saying? Would be more of.
So you obviously you won't see Denver trying to move on from Jokic, right? You won't see the Mavericks trying to move on from Luka. You won't see the Bucks moving on from Giannis, which they got rid of 3 coaches, case in point. So my thing is like, none of them are the MVP of the league of the year, right? Last year, and he was well on his way this year if it wasn't for injury. But yet, we're like quick to trade this dude that's literally, arguably one of the best players in the league, and then the ones that's maybe a little ahead of him or right behind him, teams wouldn't even fathom the thought of trading these guys. And I get the whole injury factor thing and the durability factor, but it's like, all right, you're going to trade them for what? Nobody's going like, if they don't feel like they're winning in the trade, you're not getting anything from it. Like those packages that they were talking about sending us from the Knicks a while ago, where they were trying to give us Hart and, Grimes and all these people that were like, weren't going to be even significant to making our team better, and all these picks. It's like, yo, like, you realize you're going to have to hit on one of these number 1 picks to get an MVP caliber player. That's just my take on it. I mean, we could trade for whoever and pick that person, and that person's injury prone or however you want to call Embiid is, and, whatever, saying he's soft and stuff like that. I just think he's a big dude. He plays hard and he gets hurt. That's just bad recipe, but that's what it is. But trading him like is just like a little over the top for me. You know what I mean?
So, Kev,
Yes.
just hold on to your drink. Go, Tone.
He's holding his drink. My thing is, man, is just that I'm just tired of being here every year. You know what I mean with him. If it ain't during the regular season, it's in the playoffs. It hasn't been one season that he's been in the city where he hasn't been hurt. Two things that you may have brought up about Jokic and Giannis, they got championships and they don't get hurt, and they got MVPs as well too. So I don't know how much longer I want to stay in this kind of predicament. I mean, like I said, if the dude doesn't get hurt in the regular season, he's going to get hurt in the playoffs. He can't stay healthy, man. What am I waiting on? I'm waiting on him to be healthy, and to play a whole full season and carry us to the championship or whatever the case may be. But he's yet to do that. He's trending to always get hurt every season, like he's been trending to doing. It's all right, man. It's cool. He did what he did. He's unstoppable when he's healthy and when he can play. But going to guarantee there's going to be some time that dude's going to miss every season. And even if we go back to before he even got hurt, he was already hurt. Like he wasn't playing. He was resting. Like I'm good, yo. I'm good. He's a generational talent, unstoppable guy, but he's just not a dependable dude that's going to be there. I just don't think he's built for any kind of wear and tear, and that's with any city. I think he goes to another city and it happens there. He's just not equipped to play a whole season healthy. Maybe he's just too big of a lumber type of guy for his body, and it's just not good with the pounding and everything that he does. On 82 games plus the playoffs, it's just too much for him, man. And he will not be there for anybody's organization. He ain't doing nothing but getting older. These injuries he gets the same injuries too, like meniscus, the ankle, the knee, and I'm good, yo. We could build around that.
I just don't think we gonna get anything for him. That's just my whole thing.
Right. So,
just because of all those reasons you just said, we're not going. We're going to
stay in this. Still stick with that. But what's going on? You're fine with him getting hurt every season and not really being.
I'm not fine with it, but you're gonna end up getting.
That's what that's going to be. That's what it's going to be.
You're gonna end up getting fleeced by a team that you ain't gonna get nothing.
He's not going to play for that team. He's going to be hurt for them. So
no, but I'm saying you're gonna end up. Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't think we're gonna get anything significant like everybody's thinking. And then I know you said Giannis and Jokic got to ring in MVPs, but they're not trying to trade Luka. Luka hasn't done nothing either. Like you know what I mean? Like but they not talking about trading him.
Luka also 24 years old.
Yeah.
Which one? Embiid 30 with 3 years left to play. Luka got way more than 3 years left to play.
Right. No, absolutely.
So yeah, Dallas be stupid to try to trade somebody like him. But Embiid,
I just think we ain't gonna get nothing. Like them trade packages and that they were talking about. I'm like, what else they gonna give us? Like nothing else. I just feel like I don't know, man. And then for all those reasons you just mentioned is the same. Like people are thinking that back in their mind, like, yo, he has yet to, he's a great talent, but he's not. Is it? They're gonna be assuming all the risks on the trade, and that's going to drop the value of anything that we can get. So, unfortunately, like it's kind of like better to just hope that he does stay healthy and build around him. That's it.
He's yet to do that, man. So if I was a betting man, I'm not betting that he would ever do that.
I wouldn't either, but that's possibly the best outcome.
We can't hope that, man. He's never going to do it, man. So it's time to get rid of him. Like It's just nothing to hold on to. Every year we're gonna be 1, 2, 3 until he gets hurt. And then we're gonna be here talking about I hope he stays healthy next year. Because my thing is, okay, what do we think he's gonna do the rest of this season? Like I said, he was already hurt. If we're not in a good position to fight for the playoffs. Do we still try to come back? Does he come back to will us to the playoffs? To will us through the playoffs to get us? Nah. He gonna come back too soon. Still be hurt. It's just not a good recipe with that dude, man. He's a great player, man. I'm not coming at anything that he's done for this organization. Shit, he put up 70 a couple weeks ago. So, but longevity wise, man, that dude he's gonna crumble soon, y'all.
So we probably should just start playing him in February, the beginning of February. Then we'll have this All-Star break, and then he'll be ready for the playoffs.
Maybe I don't know. I just see him still getting
That's
hurt.
all they were talking about that the low management and him taking games off and all that stuff. Like it's crazy.
And he stay on the floor too much, man.
Right.
Too big to be like. That's why he got hurt. He was on the ground. Like you was laying on the ground. And the ball jumped to your leg. Like you just always want to be on the ground. You're too big. You're 7'2", 1, whatever. You're not. Nah, man. I'm good, y'all. I'm good. Boy just want to be. He think he a guard, yo. He plays 6'2" in his mind, yo. His body is just not like that. Like I don't get it. He's flopping around the ground. Your microphone, bro.
Ah, thanks. Better? Okay. I'll go ahead and end it with this. The tone, if you remember, this sounds like kind of like a deja vu from our conversation that we had about 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago maybe, about Ben Simmons. I said, like, I don't know if I want to go ahead and get rid of Ben Simmons because what if he end up going to a team and next thing you know, he develop a jump shot and then it's like every time he looks at us, we hear,
right?
Every time. It will be one of those things and B end up going somewhere else. He can't stay healthy. He can't do anything. Next thing you know, he's playing 75 out of 82 games, MVP, hosting up some kind of trophy at the end, and he's going to be looking at us like,
got him.
That's my only concern.
I mean, Tatum was the other player that I was thinking about, and I couldn't come up with it when we was talking. Someone you wouldn't trade. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man.
He took Boston to the championship, didn't he?
And he didn't win it.
But I'm just saying, Embiid, we ain't get
and
out the
he hasn't
second round
got an MVP. He hasn't gotten an MVP either.
We ain't got out the second round yet, man. I just want to we can go to the championship without winning. We ain't get out the second round.
Listen, that Kawhi quadruple doink, whatever you want to call it. That was the year right there. And really what messed it up is us not having Jimmy Butler right now. That's what really messed it up. And having Doc Rivers as our coach. Because we should have made it.
Hey, look, without Doc, we want to have Mr. Nurse. You know what I mean? For every doctor, normally to help.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's move on, Kev.
Okay. So look. Before we go ahead and go,
I'm just listening. You guys do it. I'm just here, man.
Let's try to bring you in, Kev.
Okay. Thanks, now I'm about to go ahead and bring Kevin to the conversation like extra heavy in a couple minutes because he's been refreshing his phone this whole entire time. Is a lot of stuff he has to update us with. That all just came out. Pause. From what we saw online and everything. So I'm about to go ahead and bring Kevin real quick. But before we do all that, tell him what are you catching up to? I want some of the stuff to be a surprise. But anyway, before we go ahead and get into all that, Tone, you had a trip just yesterday, right?
Yeah. Just yesterday, yeah, man. Took a trip up to upstate New York. You know what I mean? I had to visit the house that Jim Boeheim and Carmelo Anthony built, man. Went out there, checked out a game. It's pretty cool out that joint, man, to say, you know what I mean, to say the least. They renovated that stadium up there, I heard. And so they took they said a lot of the memorabilia that they had basketball wise out of the gym and moved it to like a separate gym that was like a block or two away. They said they did it with the football shrine as well. So because I wanted to take a picture with like, I know they got like some Carmelo Anthony stuff, and I'm sure they got the championship, you know what I mean, shrine and everything up there. All the greats that played, you know what I mean, for Syracuse, Jim Brown, all that, man. I wanted to get pictures with all that stuff, but like I said, it was just that different. They said move from away from the stadium, but all in all, man, it was a great trip, man. Great game. The experience was dope. And man, I'll do it again, man. I know they in the ACC. My squad Duke, man. So if Duke ever come to town, man, I'm gonna try to get to a game out there, man. That joint was all right.
Well, without further ado, Joel, Kev, this is a little taste of Tone's trip. Was that pause moment again? Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, Joel. Here you go. Tone's trip.
What's going on, GNT Sports World? I am in the house that John Boeheim, Carmelo Anthony built, the Courier Dome, Syracuse, New York. Here to check out Louisville and Syracuse. GNT Sports, live access, the Courier Dome. Join me. Let's get it.
A little taste of Tone's trip.
Yeah, that joint was smooth, man. That game, great, exciting finish too, man. That joint was down to the wire. Some hoopers on Syracuse. At least they came out to play last night. They got some ball players on that squad, man. It was all right. Decent, like I said, decent game.
Glad you had a good time. I'm also glad that you got back safely. I know how far Syracuse is compared to Philly. I had to take that trip a couple times myself, and that's not a real quick trip either. So,
right.
Like at all. But I'm glad you had a good time, and the folks that will be watching, Hey, you're going to see that that whole entire clip on our Instagram uploaded. So just so we can just keep a library of all the things that we're going to be doing, and just in the future, that just store everything on there so y'all guys be able to see it as well. So keep a library of all of our trips, especially the one that we're looking into right now. Me and Joel already, we all kind of talked about Joel's trip idea. We'll go more into that. No. You know what? We're talking Brazil, baby. We're talking Brazil. We're not gonna go into no details yet, but we're talking Brazil to see these boys right here. Well, you can't really tell, the camera's kind of close. To see these boys right here in September, but we're not going to go too deep into that one there. But we want to segue our way into having a good conversation with Kev, because Kev's been catching up with some stuff on Twitter and stuff. I'm gonna put this camera right on you, sir.
Oh, all right. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm literally Adam Schefter right now, because you know how Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter just be on their phones just waiting for something to happen. So apparently, the NFL awards are tonight. I thought, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought that was always the night before Super Bowl. Am I missing something, or did they change it this year?
I thought it was always that Saturday beforehand, and then they talk, and then the guys from like the Hall of Fame crew, the Hall of Fame team will be at the Super Bowl announcing and showing themselves at the Super Bowl. At least that's what I always remembered, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, they're announcing. They announced the Hall of Fame. I mean, we got Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player. I mean, Coach of the Year. I mean, we got. I'm still waiting on the MVP and Comeback Player of the Year, but everything else has been announced. But yeah, Eagles are going to Brazil. They will be hosting a game in Brazil. Now we don't know who. I don't know why they're keeping that hush hush, but yeah, Eagles will be the first team to host a game in Brazil. First week of the season on a Friday. Never thought I'd say I watched a live Eagles game in Brazil on Friday night. Never thought I'd say that.
Dangerous.
I still think it's. I think it's either Green Bay or two of the NFC South teams. We talked about this before we recorded, but I think it's one or the other, because it'd be stupid for them to do an NFC East team. That's just that'd be dumb.
But the key thing to all that, Kev, who cares? They said Brazil.
all the Eagles fans heard was Brazil. Oh, here's ching ching.
Yep.
We're going. Let's go.
They can play.
All I kept thinking about is that scene in Fast and the Furious when he says, "Welcome to Brazil." That's the only thing I freaking thought about. I'm like sitting there like, no, wait, this is fake news. I'm looking like this has to be fake news. But
nope.
I will have exclusive video and footage of the game when we do go to Brazil for the game.
That's dangerous. That's
gonna be a trip, man. That's gonna be a trip.
Yo, if it is an NFC game and it's Dallas, are you sloppy?
Oh boy.
That's the thing that I was thinking about is what teams really travel with, what fans really travel with well that would support that. So can you imagine the Dallas
we would shut that country down, yo.
Oh,
that country
man.
would be shut down if the Cowboys
between the Cowboys fans and Eagles fans out there.
What?
Oh man.
Oh
what?
God.
That's why I think it's taking them long. They're really thinking about like, all right, what team? Because I mean, you talk about America's team and
the only thing
real America's team.
The only thing
that would be crazy, but it will give you guys an advantage because you're not playing against our home crowd. But half the time when we travel to these stadiums is Eagles fans anyway.
But I know. I think with the matchups between us, our two teams, I think they be wanting us to be seasoned when we face each other. You know what I mean? You gonna get the real Eagles squad, you gonna get the real Cowboy squad. Meeting at the beginning of the year, sometimes you know your
You ain't gonna
identity.
get
You
that.
don't get
Right.
your identities, and that game could be not to be the tell of the tape. You know what I mean for either squad. You know what I
And
mean.
they also been backloading the whole division opponents
Well,
too.
at
So
least
for
with
every
us,
every
at least
every
against us, at least with us,
right,
we always
Yeah.
open up against the Giants for some damn reason.
Yeah,
But
the last
right.
2 years we played Washington twice in like the first 7 to 8 weeks of the season.
right, like they got certain matchups that they'll do early. I ain't gonna front because I was thinking like, damn, who could be the opponent? Then people was like, well, you don't think they put y'all? But I was like, I don't know if they will ever open up. I don't know if we will ever open up this season against each other. I don't know.
Well,
But the goal is to get football
Yeah,
known around the world,
right,
international type thing.
right.
So what two better teams? Come on.
I mean,
Well,
that would if they was doing it in the middle of the season, yes, I would definitely say they would
Right.
probably. But to start off a season, like I said, the teams that y'all discussed earlier is going to be somebody like that. I just think that the game being over there, period, the Brazilian they're going to go crazy just because American football is over there. So, it probably don't even matter. I mean, it could be Dobbins High School, man. As long as somebody over there playing football and there's an American team, they gonna love it, man. It's good, man. You know, it got me just wanting to go just because. You know what I mean? Like not to go to the game or whatever, but just
I
because
got an
the way
extra
it's at.
Eagles jersey for you. Don't worry about it.
Nah, we gonna make some s'mores. I'm gonna make some s'mores with that joint. It's gonna start my process.
Well, here's the opponents that the Eagles are facing home wise. Obviously, you got the 3 NFC East teams. We play Atlanta, Carolina, Green Bay, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Jacksonville.
Damn. Now
Pittsburgh might be a good one too. Pittsburgh might
thinking.
be a good one.
They travel too.
Now that you say that, yeah, they travel very well. And
it's
Cleveland,
2 PA teams, and I think
it's 2 PA teams. The Steagles, remember that?
Yeah.
The Steagles.
Yeah.
Once
they was always together.
Yeah.
That's how they
Once
had that
allies, now
behind
rivals.
jerseys.
Yep. PA Bowl in Brazil.
Yeah, that'll make sense.
That'd be crazy.
And it has the colors of Brazil. We got the green, they got the yellow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah.
Or like Kev said earlier, Green Bay. That one makes sense.
Nobody want to watch that crap. Green Bay don't travel. Not like the Pittsburgh Steelers, not like the Cowboys, not like the Eagles. They don't travel.
Now, Steelers. I forgot about the Steelers. That one.
That makes
or if
sense.
they just want to try just to kind of like they're gonna watch it anyway and give us the Panthers.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's part what they're gonna do.
It wouldn't make the one that doesn't make sense. Obviously, is Jacksonville because they got the London games, and I doubt they're gonna make them go all the way to Brazil and to go to London as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't see that.
Which one of them teams? Do any of them teams have a new coach?
They all do, I think. The NFC South is all new coaches.
Yeah, Carolina and Atlanta do.
Atlanta, they both have new coaches.
Cleveland say the same.
You know, they would love.
Shit,
I seen whatchamacallit got coach of the year. They might throw him out there. They might put them out there.
Oh, so you actually looked at what Ken was.
He looked at it.
No, I didn't look.
Exactly.
No, I didn't look. No, the Jones popping up on my I ain't looking at nothing.
Kev, he's stealing your thunder. I ain't looking at anything, Kev. I'm gonna be shocked when you tell me.
All right, how about?
But I think he's talking about Stefanski.
I'm gonna be shocked.
All right, Kev. Look, the thing that I was interested in.
Hey, Larry, I'm gonna pull a Luke Skywalker. Okay, you see this?
Yeah. Okay, that's okay. I need you to grab your phone back because man, that was quick.
I didn't throw it that far. It was. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Please hit me with the class of 2024 Hall of Fame team.
All right. Yeah. Kind of surprises. I'm gonna talk about the one player that's not on here that should be on here, but
he's God, not. You already. Oh God. Okay, I already know who that is. Go ahead.
Oh really?
Now I'm pissed off again.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. Are you talking? Is Eric Allen not on the list?
Oh, I wasn't talking about him.
Oh, you wasn't?
No.
Oh, okay. Continue with the list then.
Yeah. So Julius Peppers.
Okay.
Devin Hester.
He made it. Okay.
Ooh, that's good. Special teams guy. I like that.
Dwight Freeney.
Okay. Yeah.
Patrick Willis.
Really? Okay.
Steve McMichael.
Okay.
I don't know how to say this dude's last name. It's Randy. Starts with G. It's Gradishar.
Congratulations.
Okay. And Andre Johnson. Yeah. Yeah. Now, the player who I was thinking about that should be in there, Antonio Gates.
Yeah, he definitely should be.
I would switched him with Andre Johnson.
Was he a finalist?
Yes.
Gates was actually him and Gonzalez, man. Like they were like
those were the two. Those were the two tight ends
before Gronk and all these other guys came along, and the tight end game wasn't really like freaking like that back then, and they were maximizing it. But I mean, I don't know. I'm surprised he didn't get in either. He's a great great player.
Gates played 16 years and has 116 touchdowns, most by a tight end in NFL history. And you're telling me he ain't making the Hall of Fame in the first year? And you're going to put Andre Johnson in there? Now, I loved Andre Johnson. I love watching him play, but he didn't deserve to be there on his first year eligible, may I remind you.
Yeah.
So T.O. don't get in first year of eligible. I don't care about his side antics. T.O. didn't get in his first, but Andre Johnson does.
Yeah.
That's a little weird.
It's all politics, man. They don't like anybody to be bigger than the game or to have a personality, man. It seems like they want to control somebody when they can't. That's just the way to shut him up. Like you just gonna make him just be real humble before you put him in. And I mean, I thought it was about what you done on the field, not what you did off the field or what.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Patrick Willis too was another one that was kind of like, yeah, he was great, but
I mean, he was all right, but I don't think he was like a standout like that.
He only played 8 years.
Yeah, I was saying he didn't play very long.
Because was it his neck or was it a lot of like head injuries?
No, he was like I'm not risking my body no more. I'm not playing no more. And he retired. It was just like that. Remember, there was a time when there was like a whole bunch of 49er players that said this is not worth it for me, and it's like four of them retired that year, like that.
And this was his first year, or not? Was it?
I mean, the one that I'm most excited about though is Devin Hester, man. I mean, they finally like put a special teams player on there. Like that dude was crazy, man.
We just
ain't he the only kick returner? Is he the only kick returner to open up the Super Bowl with a kick return?
His records ain't gonna be broken just because of the rules, and you don't never even see kickoffs and stuff like that anymore.
Yeah, they got
never. It's one of them positions they just want somebody just
they eliminate
and that's it.
You may not even they may get rid of kickoffs entirely soon. The way it looked, I mean, like you said, you barely get any kickoffs anymore. They all just catch it and it'll be automatically 25. There's no point for it no more.
Give me a kickoff. I can't. I don't want to see a football game that don't have a kickoff. National anthem.
But that's what it was for. It was for to change. To change like field positions to make teams, really have to defend a kickoff, a return. Like you said, man. To Kev's point, man, it do seem like you might as well just take the kickoffs out because nobody is really returning the ball. And then it's like they get so antsy because they don't return. Then they be bringing it out, and then you're like, "Wow, what are you doing?" Then you only get to the 15-yard line. Like it's stupid anymore, man. The kickoff game, they didn't just mess that up, so they might as well just give it to everybody on the 25. Yo, they might as well. I mean,
yeah.
Right.
I mean,
I
what's the
think
percentage of the teams that probably we I don't know if Kev, you get this number. Like how many what's the percentage of returns that it was last year? Out of all the kickoffs, what's the percentage of them Jones that was returned? Like
I
7%?
think the only reason why they won't take it out is because of the fact of like if you're trying to come back in a game where you need to have that onside kick in play. But other than that, I think it should be either you gonna kick it off, or give it to them at the 25 without a kickoff, or you're gonna try an onside kick.
Onside kick, right? All right, now.
But then you just gonna have a kicker just for field goals and onside kicks. You won't need and punts. That's the only thing you'll need.
That's all you really need them for now, anyway.
Right.
Kicking the ball.
Yeah, they just kicking it just to see it go in the end zone, or they just downing it, so it don't even matter.
Up their leg for a field goal.
It doesn't say the stats yet, but in 2020,
I have it.
2022, it's like
I have it.
Okay.
It's 20.5% kickoff return rate,
and 2022 was 59.5.
Look at that, 59, and then this year was 20.
20.5.
So wait, we went 39% down.
Yeah.
So there you go. If the numbers keep dwindling,
That's crazy.
That means nobody really returned shit this year.
Nobody really wants to. I know I don't want to when Covey's back there catching the ball. I'm like, no.
Well, and you remember they changed how you can even block now too on kick returns.
No more wedges.
No more.
Like that, right?
You only at least like two people can be next to each other or something like that. Like you can't form walls no more. Like it's they might as well. They taking everything out of the kicking game, yo. All kinds of rules. And I know they said it was because of injury and stuff like that, but why not? Why not take it away?
Yeah,
they might as well take it. I feel like they should have the option either just to say, hey, they get the
I
ball at the 25, and then if they need an onside kick, that's the only time that they would do it.
That they can do it, right? I mean, what would be the
difference? I think honestly, I think in that case, since they don't do any kicks often, you'll have problems out there where teams could recover, or since they're not
you get flagged for holding or something.
Right, you can have a lot of onside kicks, like a little bit more action with those kicks than you do now, because they're not even lining up for the actual kickoff. They're just gonna be going out there cold turkey. All right, they're gonna attempt the onside kick. You guys got to go out there and line up and see how it goes or something. It's weird, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, whatever.
All right, hey Kev. So we already got the Hall of Fame. Give us the rest of the awards that we see so far.
All right. Well, there's only one left. MVP. Comeback player was just announced 6 minutes ago. Who do you think it was? I want to play a little guessing game. Obviously, probably Tone Cena because of his phone, but
is it a quarterback?
Sure.
It is
Joe Flacco.
It was Joe Flacco.
Yo, so but wait, what you didn't need to play in a certain
off the couch, Joe, baby.
So you played the whole entire season?
Like you didn't have to play.
Listen, this ain't the NBA, Tone. You can miss games and come off the couch and win comeback player of the year. What are you talking about?
No, because like I'm just saying, you can do that in one game. Then you know what I'm saying? Like you could just come in and have one game and be the comeback player of the year. Like he came back for 3 games.
Joe said, "Look, I've been practicing with my father and my brother. I'm ready. Put me in, coach.
How many
I'm coming back."
How many games did he play? How many games did he play in the regular
Watson got hurt like in the middle of the season. I want to say like 8.
Yeah, but
no, it was PJ too.
Start right away. Yeah.
No, PJ was there too. Then he got hurt. That's when they put him in. But I want to say it wasn't more than half of the season. I don't think. Tone's probably right on that.
No, but wait. But my thing
6
is,
games.
6? Wow, that is crazy. That is crazy.
Plus the
now
playoffs.
see now here's the
One game in the playoffs. They only played one, right?
So he played a total of
Because
7.
he lost to Houston. I lost that damn game.
No. 6 games total.
So he
my
played
God.
5 in the regular season and then the 1 game in the playoffs.
Yep.
And you want to come?
So is
look.
comeback player of the year really a award that you win if you come back from injury?
The second player that was voted the most was Hamlin from Buffalo.
That's skewed for obvious reasons, but
Absolutely.
I'll leave that alone.
Now wait, were they the only 2 finalists?
It was them two. It was damn, what was it? Hold on, let me figure it out.
Because what do they base it off of? What is this based off of? Like,
You came out of nowhere and played well.
is it
Obviously.
that you came back off an injury, or is it just getting back into the league? Because obviously that's what happened with Joe Flacco.
With Joe, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I think it's
surprised he
getting back
won
in the
it.
league.
Yeah,
That's
he
crazy.
shouldn't. He actually. I mean, he shouldn't have been eligible. You know what I mean? For real. 5 games that he played.
It's not even a quarter of the season, man.
It was Joe Flacco, Hamlin, Matthew Stafford, and
That's from injury.
Baker Mayfield.
And Baker.
Baker should have won.
Honestly, yeah. If you
Yeah, he won the division.
if it was up for debate, I think I would have voted Baker. We don't want to talk about that, Tom.
No, I'm just saying.
Captain Obvious Tone the promoter. Okay.
No, I'm just saying. We putting, like.
No, I would have voted for him though. I'm keeping it real. Out of all those guys,
and Flacco, I don't know, man.
out of all those guys, I would have voted for Baker. I ain't even gonna hold it.
That means no, you're actually just really telling me that those 3 other finalists didn't do anything enough, than what Joe Flacco came and did in 5 games.
That's wild. I would have voted for Baker, honestly.
So we just got MVP.
Baker or Matthew Stafford. That would have been the 2. Because they overachieved and they both came from, nowhere with it. And injuries, obviously.
And both of them, yeah, and both.
That's wild, though. Damn, he was 6 games.
And he lost the playoff game. Like, he just played in that game. He didn't get an extra one. He just played in that one.
He's throwing picks.
And he stuck that going up.
2 pick sixes back to back.
That was flawed. Why'd they get that to him? They should have just gave it to Hamlin. They really should have just gave it to Hamlin, man.
Okay. So
Correct.
this, and you hold on to that, Kev. I know you was about to go ahead and mention something else. But just to answer the question. So Joe Flacco, going by the stats that Scott Friends looking at, Joe Flacco threw for 1,616 yards, 13 touchdowns, 8 interceptions within those 6 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Baker Mayfield passed for 4,044 yards, 28 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
What is that? So what did they give it to Joe Flacco for? Why?
You know what this award is? The make them feel good award. Like, I don't know, man. This is crazy.
Now, obviously, both stats that I gave you is including playoffs. So
that's what it is, dude. It's what can we? What's the angle with this story and this award? Because
it was a feel good.
Like, it's a feel good. Who has the most? Freaking Hollywood story scripture we could write off of this thing. He's probably gonna get a Netflix series now. Joe off the couch. Sleazy Joe off the couch.
Sleazy Joe.
It'll have a shitty ass ending with them 2 pick sixes.
No, they're not gonna show the game. They ain't gonna
His kids crying and shit at the sideline. Go, Dad, he lost the game.
It's gonna go off with him going to the game. All right, got a playoff game, kids. I'll be back.
Right.
And then that's how the movie going to end.
He got beat by the young boy Stroud. Oh man.
Yo.
All right, Kev, what was you about to tell us before we start going on the rant?
I can tell you the rest of the awards because every award has been announced now, including MVP. So I'll wait till it lasts for the MVP. But earlier the evening, CJ Stroud won Offensive Rookie of the Year. There was no surprise there. Speaking of the Browns, Kevin Stefanski won Coach of the Year. That was kind of surprising to me as well because I thought it was really going to be D'Amico Ryans.
Yeah.
But I looked at the voting. It was like neck and neck. Kevin Stefanski won by 2 votes.
Damn. You know what though? It was a tough one though. It was a tough one.
These awards, they must. You make these decisions before the end of the regular season, because how can you? They didn't even win. They lost their opening game, man. Got smacked. I don't want to hear because they lost to Sean Watson and all that. No, man. Like this team. Nah, man. These awards, they gave it to the wrong people.
And then Myles Garrett won Defensive Player of the Year.
Cleveland got 3 awards then.
Yeah, they got everything.
Yep.
Damn, Lee felt bad for them. They said, just give him some hardware.
Give him something. They ain't gonna win the whole thing. Give him
Deshaun
something.
Watson.
Give him some hardware for Canton. All the awards is Canton, so whatever.
So this is actually a little bit of not history, but back-to-back years. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson won from Texans.
We know.
What was his numbers this year, yo?
Hold on. Yeah.
I have it right here. I got you. It was they were comparing him and Carter. Give me 1 second. I have it right here.
I ain't heard no noise coming from him the whole entire season, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be. Yeah.
Okay, so Jalen Carter had 7 sacks, 4 QB hits, 50 total pressures, and 427 pass rush snaps. Will Anderson Jr., 8 sacks, 15 QB hits, and 68 total pressures in 454 snaps.
So his numbers was a little bit better.
Yes.
And he played with a defensive coach, defensive team.
But he also played off the edge too.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely got to take that into consideration. Carter plays right smack in the middle.
Right. How many snaps? You got the snap count?
Just
how many snaps they played? Did you say?
Will Anderson played 454 snaps, and Jalen Carter played 427.
Oh, so it was neck and neck then. All right.
Well, you got to remember, too, Carter really disappeared.
He fizzled out. Yeah, at the end. Like, at the end, he was non-existent. That's probably what hurt him. And obviously that team played well in the playoffs and advanced as well.
So Adam Schefter also reported after that for the second straight year, both Rookie of the Years went to players on the same team. This year was C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson. Last year was Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner.
Mm-hmm.
So that means C.J. Stroud's going to get hurt next year, and they'll be shitty like the Jets. All right.
Damn. That's what the awards mean? That's the awards.
I'm just saying. He was trying to make a direct correlation. That's what happened with the Jets. We still waiting for Aaron Rodgers to come back.
So
with the flag, I am a real American.
That's so wrong. That's so wrong. So offensive player of the year. Anyone want to take a guess who it was?
Christian McCaffrey.
It was CMC.
Ooh.
Chris McCaffrey had 222.
So that means he didn't win MVP.
Tyreek Hill had 139, and then CeeDee Lamb had 45.
CD at the end. Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, you said votes? Is that what you said, votes?
Mm-hmm.
And then MVP. It was, from what the votings is right now, it was a landslide.
Tariq.
It was Lamar Jackson.
What?
Damn.
So
I don't get it, man.
The top three votes, the top three voters were obviously Lamar Jackson with 493, Dak Prescott 152, and then CMC 147.
So Tariq didn't make the top three.
No, Brock Purdy had 97, Josh Allen had 80, and then Tyreek Hill had 60.
Damn.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to the GNT Sports Talk.
Wait, why you so surprised about Tyreek Hill?
He got hurt. But he got hurt though.
Yeah.
But you could play 6 games and win comeback player of the year. It don't matter.
I think if he hit 2,000 receiving yards, he probably would have been in the conversation a lot more.
Honestly, I think Christian McCaffrey should have won the MVP. That's just me. I don't know. That team would have not been anywhere in the conversation of friggin' where they're at. They're going to the Super Bowl, obviously, but that's the ultimate factor there in San Fran.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, congratulations to all the award winners and good job. Congratulations. Maybe I should say congratulations to to 2 Cowboys that actually made it part of the count, period. MVP for Dak. He said got 40-something votes.
147.
147, second place. And
152. CMC had 147.
And that's exactly why the coach stood there. Because of that reason.
Yep. And
who stayed there?
Your coach. Your coach, Tone. That's why he didn't get fired.
Because of what?
Dak Prescott is supposed to be in the MVP.
He implemented the West Coast offense for Dakota.
MVP.
And you stuck with him for one more year.
And he was in second place at MVP voting.
It's really funny how Brock
Purdy 2 is not
Purdy
a winner and 3 nobody remember. Who gives a fuck about what place you was in? If you ain't winning, who cares? Who cares who was in second place, man?
Whoa.
We don't take them. We don't take them participation awards. Get out of here, man.
Listen, he was the first place loser.
Man, I don't want to hear that, man. Did he win? Did he win MVP? Did he win it?
What kills me
is
the
runner-up.
What's funny? That's the
first
Purdy.
loser. I mean, the first loser.
That's what I said.
The bull Brock Purdy didn't make it the top 3 in voting. Your running back got more votes than you. And
yeah,
that's crazy to me.
Yep.
Okay.
Amazing.
Who? What? Okay. Hey, wait. His running back? Who?
Christian McCaffrey
votes for
more than Purdy. He should have won it. Honestly, he should have won it.
They know he mean more to the team than Purdy do.
Purdy had 97 votes and CMC had 147.
Shit, he had votes, right? Purdy, you would never put him in. Nobody. Yeah, they all right.
Yeah, that's the English brand, bro.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Y'all seen the shot that he took at Cam, and he was like, he's like, yeah, he talking about, I might be the 10th best player, on the Niners, but he was like, there's 90 quarterbacks in the league. He was like, and he's not one of them.
Oh,
so that means he the 91st best quarterback out there.
Can't be talking heavy. Can't be talking heavy. He be talking heavy.
He do because his numbers, and he said it was only one of him. You know what I mean, when he was playing. And I ain't gonna sit up here in front like I wasn't like a Cam fan or thought, he was that work. But I mean, all in all, man, he was a good quarterback, but he ain't dominate all like that because he really wasn't winning like that. Yeah, obviously he had one great season. Yeah, one great season, obviously. Out of the years that he played, but never had back to back winning seasons, man. So if you great, you're gonna have more than that.
He also had Ron Rivera as his coach. But we'll leave that alone.
Absolutely.
The Commodores coach.
Let's get ready to close this out, but hold on. What was that to make sure I got this right? Yeah, congratulations, Tone. Your new DC is Mike Zimmer.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, Mike Zimmer is your new DC. Good choice, actually. Actually, really good choice. It's funny because the rumor was he was Mr. Rex Ryan was interviewing as well. And I actually did not.
He got interviewed.
Right. And he was supposed to go in for a second interview or something like that. But, I didn't want to, I don't want to see a Ryan, at least a Ryan that we like, on the Cowboys again. I don't want to see another Ryan over there. The Ryan name belongs with Philly. So I don't want to see another Ryan over there. But no, Mike Zimmer is actually a really good choice. So we'll see what happens and how that boils down. So, all right, guys, look, let's go ahead and close out this episode. We've been on this thing for about an hour and a half almost. Kev, go ahead and close this out, bro.
I mean, thank you everyone for watching, subscribing. We're trying to grow, man. This is like we're like what Tony said earlier in the pod. We're a seed. Now we're growing like a big old oak tree.
A big oak tree.
Oak tree. But yeah, thank you for watching, and let us know what you guys want us to talk about. I mean, we're always open to get more conversations in here. We're trying not to talk about the same thing, but please just give us some feedback. We'd love to hear it.
Joel, do you think, bro?
Hey, listen, thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, comment, give us that feedback. But please, please, please do not miss this Monday. We will be live all together in the studio. And we got some new exciting stuff coming your way. And just tap in with us. Until next week.
Tone?
Yeah, man. Yeah, like they said, we got the big show, the big exclusive special post Super Bowl episode coming on Monday. Like I said, in studio all together. So this will be looking a little different. Excited for that. Thank y'all for tuning in for the first show on our channel. Many more to follow up. So we thank y'all for just being a part of this ride, part of our journey. We got big accomplishments, set forth amongst all of us. We trying to make this thing go, to planet Mars. You know what I mean? So we trying to elevate this thing, and we just gonna keep bringing the content, keep bringing it to y'all week in, week out. Like I said, we thank y'all for tuning in with us for as long as y'all do, even though we be on here a little bit get long-winded sometimes, but we thank y'all for showing up, and we ask y'all to continue to support. And last but not least, man, y'all see the name on the screen. That's what I do. I promote, and one of the things that I got going on is a comedy poetry show that's every third Friday of the month called Laugh the Pain Away. So not this Friday, but we got a show next Friday. It's gonna be fire too. I'm telling y'all don't want to miss this one, man. That lineup crazy. So go on my Instagram page, Tone_the_promoter_ after that. You see it at the bottom of the screen. Link is in my bio. Get them tickets, man. Come down, have some wine. We get wine drunk down there, y'all. So just come down there, get a laugh, and get a nice poem from the dope poets that be down there. Come rock out with me, vibe with me, have some fun, y'all. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in to GNC Sports. Let's get it.
As always, we thank y'all guys so much for tuning in with us. You know, you could have spent your time anywhere, but you spent it with us. We appreciate every single second that y'all get a chance to give us. We thank y'all so much. As Kev said, don't be afraid to go ahead and put in the comments what we can do better, what we're doing great already, and what we need to go ahead and do going forward. So we appreciate every single one of y'all. Like Joel said, Monday is going to be fun. You get to see your boys together in one location at the studio to go over the Super Bowl. And we got some other stuff planned on too. So join us. Join the ride. It's going to be fun. So until then, God bless you all. Y'all guys take care. Talk to you soon.